Thank you for allowing that introduction. We moved into our offices here in Nairobi at the beginning of this year, and with the COVID delays, we ended up having this formal launch later in the year. We're happy to do this, but it's not about an office. This is about a team. It's about our commitment to Kenya. It's about our commitment to energy across Africa. We can't do this alone. We need the support of governments, local, US governments. We need the support and trust of investors and institutions that we work with. I hope you'll have an opportunity to hear that from some of the people who are going to be part of our panels today. With that, I'd like to introduce the US Ambassador to Kenya, Kyle McCarter. Kyle was nominated by President Trump to be the US Ambassador to Kenya in January and was confirmed in January of 2019. Before his assignment here in Nairobi, Ambassador McCarter was a manufacturing entrepreneur in Illinois. He has served in various county agencies and local boards. He was a state senator in Illinois' General Assembly from 2009 through 2019. Ambassador McCarter, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Phil, and thank you to your entire team. A video says a lot, not just by the words that you hear, but by the energy that you can feel. And I sense your team is excited about this, which they should be, and that just hints of the success that your company's going to have. So let me to set, introduce this time where we're going to find out more about what you're doing specifically and how you're going to be successful with the team that you've got. Let me just say that one of my top reasons for being here, and I'll repeat this because I've said it for 2 years, and I believed it when I started saying it, and I believe it now, and that is that this relationship between the United States and Kenya is about seeing and understanding and believing that Kenya can become more than just a beneficiary of foreign aid, and no longer be that, but become prosperous enough to actually be a benefactor for the rest of East Africa. Now, I believe that can happen. The way that happens is not with a better government or with a bigger government. The way that happens is with an energized, freed up private sector. And this is why what you're doing, I believe, is timely, because the United States cares enough about Kenya that we are determined to walk down the pathway to self-reliance with Kenya. And the way that's going to happen is with the private sector. And so the free trade agreement is something that you've heard about. The free trade agreement is a way that we can establish the ground rules that everyone can agree to, and be backed up by even the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which you've mentioned already. And so that there is an environment of risk that can be calculated, and because of that, capital will be attracted to this country. And so the opportunity is in front of us all, not just for Kenya, but for East Africa, for all of Africa. I've always said this: if I was not in the position that I'm in today, I would be on your side as an investor. I believe that much, that this is the place to be. And so I just want to congratulate you for the opening of your new office, and I just want you to know that I feel the energy of your team. You've obviously chosen well, And I do believe that's going to turn into something wonderful and even exponentially bigger than perhaps what you can even envision today. So just know that you have the full support of the United States government and this embassy that is here, not just to process visas, not just to issue passports, but to make sure that you have the full support of the United States government to be successful here in Kenya. Again, congratulations, great start, and I know it's going to be an awesome finish, and you're going to have a great story to tell about a lot of money made and a lot of jobs produced in Kenya and via the private sector. Thank you.
Ambassador McCarter, thank you so much. I've mentioned a number of times that my career in finance hasn't put me in the middle of government agencies and needing to make sure that people who are decision makers in government understand what we do. But when we're investing in Africa, it's very much part of what we need. We need the support of the US government. We also need the support of other governments, Sierra Leone, Kenya, governments across Africa who want to see our funds, the funds of investors who trust us to put their money to work, safely invested into infrastructure assets. It's very important that we have that confidence. It's very important that the US government is part of that. And your embassy and the Department of Commerce and other parts of the US government have certainly been encouraging to me and to our whole team. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is in Parliament. He's the Cabinet Secretary of Finance here in Kenya, and we hope that he'll be able to join us later in this call, but he's delayed is the message that we're getting. So we're going to continue with the agenda. If he's able to join us, we'll interrupt the agenda and allow him to make his presentation. But with that, I'd like it to turn over to our next topic, which is going to be moderated by Henry Kionda, and Henry will introduce two other moderators who will focus basically on our commitment to Kenya. Henry?